of the 2021 Pirelli National Superstock Championship. We are looking at 3 riders here who potentially could claim the title, but very much in favour of Honda's number 68, Tom Neave.
Coming into the weekend after Donington Park, I gave myself the best chance with a 22-point lead in the championship. But until you've crossed the line and got the job done, like, it's not over. I still had work to do. From 2020 to 2021, we've really stepped up a level. We learned a hell of a lot last year, and having crashed out for the chance of getting a championship last year, I learned what not to do in going into the last round. I mean, everything happens for a reason. Obviously, I was gutted last year with what happened, but it taught me a valuable life experience, and in this job, that's what it's all about.
I think Tom has developed and evolved. You know, we go back, we've worked together for the last 2-3 years, and I think Tom's been able to improve on his weaknesses and build his strengths.
I've seen he made a step in the way that he think or he behaved during the race, but because every race is different. We learn every race something new, and it's what we do. Just try to apply what the experience gives us.
I'm going to ask you about it. I know you just said you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to think about it, but what is the plan? You play safe or?
It's one of them. We've just said we'll see how free practice goes and obviously qualifying, and if we're up the front, then it makes our life easier. And that will sort of dictate how I need to handle a race, I suppose. If I qualify badly and I've got to dig in and get in a safety buffer zone, then I'm going to have to pull my finger out.
Well, this weekend has been a little bit not like we expect when we came, because we thought that the weather will be more stable, but yeah, it has been good. You know, every session has been good, improving. The bike was always in the direction that he likes.
All weekend I felt really, really good. In the dry conditions we were second fastest, we topped FP3. I was feeling like my old self. I actually got my fastest ever lap on a 5-blade around this track, which was a huge step from where we was last year, where we was earlier on in the season when we came here for round 3.
So yes, we put the bike in a correct place, but the weather in quali was a little bit unstable, and yes, things happened.
I think qualifying in the Superstock, you know, it's the same for everybody. Unfortunately, it's a much shorter session than a Superbike, and if you're starting with a wet track, you know, clearly you have to go out with wet, but it's calling that time when to come in and switch to what we call not slicks, but treaded tyres for the Superstock.
Probably we need to change, I think, probably, at least the rear.
There's no one to blame in what happened in qualifying. It was just one of them things. It was a wet track that was drying rapidly, and with about 5 minutes to go, everyone was coming in, putting a dry tyre in and going back out, and the lads that did that were the lads that were on the front 5-6 rows. We came in and we had 1 minute and 30 left on the clock.
It's coming! To the rear balls. Come on!
I come up to the line, I thought, I've got this, and 1 second from crossing the line, the checkered flag come up in front of me, and I went from the front 2 or 3 rows to dropping to 19th. It was so unfortunate. That's the way it goes sometimes. You've just got to be absolutely on your A game all the time.
In 1 lap, mate.
Where did I end up?
18th, I think.
18. 10 seconds. It can go wrong, it will go wrong.
It's raining now.
19.
Yeah, you're going to make 6 places up, and these 2 have got to win.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
don't think you can make 6 places up from 19th. I think you can do that in lap 1.
I know what I can do in the driest week, and I feel so good, and it's not like I should have been on the front row.
Yeah, but it didn't work out like that.
It's not how I want to end the year.
Well, in the year with number 1 player.
I know.
You know, it's definitely greasier than they all anticipated.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the lap times in the first 2 laps. His bike's going well, he's happy with it. You know, no failures, no mistakes.
Big mistake.
No, but no mistakes in the race.
Yeah.
It's just got to.
I understand how he feels.
Pardon? Yeah.
I understand how he feels. You know.
But it's no good beating yourself. You know,
No.
Like
We don't
because
have
we've got to be positive now.
Yeah.
We've got to look to the positivity side. Look what we can extract from it. Look at what we're trying to achieve. What we're trying to achieve from here is winning the championship.
Yeah.
So winning the championship means that we need to be in 11th, 12th place.
Yeah, well, if he does 12, he's fine.
Yeah, that's it. So it's like I say, but you get to 11th or 10th, it's his, irrelevant what they do. And that's all he's got to have in his mindset, is that he can go from 19th to 10th. You know, he's come from back of the grid to winning the race at Donington. You know, so he knows what he's capable of doing through that pack. For Tom, you know, like I say, starting the grid from 19th place, he clearly knew that he had to be in 13th place or above. And certainly if McConnell or Olsen were leading the race, he just needed to secure enough points so it was impossible for them to beat him in the championship.
68, 3 and 75 are the potential championship takers here in this one, but very much at the moment in favour of Tom Neave. If Billy wins the race, then as far as Tom is concerned, it doesn't matter whether Billy wins the race or Alex wins the race, a 13th place would be good enough for the title for Tom Neave, and that would be a perfect ending for a season that last year saw him finishing runner-up in the National Stock 1000s.
Enjoy this, Tom, all right? All the hard work, all the effort you put in all year.
It didn't really faze me too much. There's no pressure when you're there. I know how fast I was because we had FP3 after qualifying this weekend and we was fastest. Like I knew what I was capable of in the dry. So it's a case of just keeping out of trouble on the first few laps and then just chipping away because the numbers don't lie.
And yes, eventually we get P19, and this is the champion-elect, number 68, Tom Neave, heading row number 7.
The fairy tale ending would be to win the championship having got a podium, but there's no way I was going to even risk that at the expense of the championship. We did what we needed to do, and that's what it's all about.
Straight into the lead goes Taylor McKenzie, diving into turn number 1. That is Chrissy Rouse. Chrissy Rouse is already out of it. Chrissy Rouse, the outgoing champion.
Can you tell him where Mackenzie is?
He knows that if Peter thinks he's safe.
Tom knew from the beginning what he should do. He knew when he was 13 during the race that he was okay there.
11th is fine.
I scared a little bit because he started to push a little bit more and he was pushing like he does when he feels himself.
Tom Neave is running in 9th position.
Coming up to the line, I saw the championship pit board out, and I was thinking, there's one more lap left here. Like, why are they giving it a lap early? Like, that's just going to tempt fate, that is. And then I looked up after seeing a pit board, and it was checkered flag, so I was just so relieved. It didn't sink in until I got around turn 1, and it was just like the biggest relief. My brother come past me, which is like a real special moment, being able to share that immediately with him, them emotions, and I'm not going to lie, I had a few tears. I'd laid in bed like last night, I didn't sleep a wink, just thinking about what it might feel like and then telling myself to stop thinking about it because I didn't want to curse myself or anything. I'm just so over the moon, and it's not just a championship for me, it's a championship for the entire team, and I'm just so proud to have been able to do that with Honda. It's my dream team and I'm just so proud to be able to do it for everyone.